Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. So we will keep on playing with our friend Nightwing. And the next thing we have to do was to go talk to Shazam in the Diamond District Police Station. So let's do that.
So we've got a little undead situation at the University of Gotham. Felix Faust's magents are draining souls from students and zombies are overrunning the area. Talk to Captain Marvel in the Diamond District Police Station so we can put these souls to rest.
Aha, she still called him Captain Marvel. So let's talk to him.
Hello, I'm Captain Marvel. We must save Faust's victims and prevent Black Adam from making a terrible mistake. He believes Felix Faust can raise his wife, Isis, from the dead, but evil acts have evil results. We must stop this ritual.
Wonder Woman here. My greetings. The foul necromancer Felix Faust is targeting innocents to steal their souls and power a ritual to bring Black Adam's wife Isis back from the grave. No good can come of this. We must save these people and stop Faust.
Poor Captain Marvel, even he has an identity crisis. He still calls himself Captain Marvel, even though his name is supposed to be Shazam. Oh well, what can you do? It's probably cost them some cash to be able to re-record the lines. So they're not, or maybe the actor is not available for reasons. That could be another option, I suppose. So we have to go to Gotham, and we have to go in. I'm trying to save the poster. Nah, it's not available. It doesn't matter. We're not going to play the Diamond Heist anyway. So today we will fight a whole bunch of evil zombies and all that kind of stuff. So I guess today we're the walking Nightwing or something. I could have sworn I saw. There it is.
This is Batman to Commissioner Gordon. Mr. Freeze will likely head for a major medical facility to try to raise his wife Nora from her cryochamber. He's never given up, even after his first medical treatment backfired and forced him to spend the rest of his life in sub-freezing temperatures. I'm sending in my new allies, along with Green Arrow and Black Canary, to contain the damage. Batman out.
So before we get started, let's pick up this side quest.
Me. I was supposed to deliver this really important exobyte research to Star Labs, but the zombies attacked, and I left it in my car. Can you get it back for me?
Looks kind of young to have a car. Oh, let's get rid of that little guy here. And let's pick up the collection here. No reason not to pick up the collections. The worst that can happen is that we can sell it on the broker. So we have a whole bunch of objectives here. The Magus, or the Magent I should say. We have to defeat some soulless victims. And there's the soul wells as well. So let's go clicky click. I probably should have done the House of Legend first to get an ally. Next time.
Power must be delivered to Kondak.
I can feel my soul slipping away.
I guess it would have been cool to have Nightwing being allied with Cyborg. Although it would cost us 100 source marks. Not sure if we have that much. Let's take a quick look. We have 83. Close, but not close enough.
Rise, rise and protect the soul well for Faust. The Soul Globe's power must be delivered to Kondak.
He blocked me. He's so mean. Let's interrupt him. We can't. Now I'm very sad. So you can see the use of having a shield. When they attack you, they don't interrupt you when you try to interact with an object. So when you need to click on the click key, if you have a shield, all is good. Ideally, I would suggest to everyone to have a shield in their loadout. Although depending on the group you play with, maybe if you play as a DPS, maybe you could do without a shield. If you have a healer that's on point and a controller that's on point, yeah, as a DPS you could probably get away without using a shield. We still have a few soul wells and quite a few victims.
The Soul Globe's power must be delivered to Kondak.
I love the Neuralizer. It's a shield and it does a bit of damage at the same time. Awesome. And it took me a while to start using it for some reason. When I started playing with my Phantom character, I'm not sure why, I wasn't really using that ability. Although when I was playing with my Phantom character, I didn't understand the gadget powers.
Poppy, the baboon-headed god of the north.
The Soul Globe's power must be delivered to Kondak.
Or I didn't understand them enough. Like, there's some abilities that you sometimes if you use them, they'll detaunt enemies. But you have to be with other players for that ability to actually work. Or maybe to have summons. Sometimes you can detaunt them and they'll attack summons. But seeing how I was playing by myself, I would use those abilities and they didn't seem to do all that much. So there's quite a few abilities that I did not quite understand how to use. I guess it was a bit more new player friendly or to play with Mantle way back when. Because once I started playing with Mantle, it clicked. A lot of things that I didn't quite get with my gadget characters, when I played as a Mantle, a lot of things clicked. Even playing as a troll, basically that's how I learned to play as a controller. I had a group of friends who decided to start playing the game. And I was the controller of the group, and that's how I learned how to play as a controller. Oh, we just need a victim. I'm not sure why I was looking for the orbs. There we go.
Faust is obsessed with gaining the flame of life. There's no way he'd resurrect Isis out of the good of his heart. He doesn't have one. He's up to something.
Oracle is so mean. She says Faust doesn't have a heart. So we have to come over
Faust
here.
is channeling the power of his stolen souls through a portal to Kondak in the middle of campus at the archaeology building. Find the portal so we can stop this ritual before it's too late.
So basically we had to go over there just to find out that we cannot go over there. So let's go over there
The
instead.
magic in Faust's barrier will let only his soulless through. We must disguise you.
Before we continue, we've got a little reward box. Normally at this stage we get a new weapon. Oh yeah. It's not a big upgrade, but it's an upgrade, so it's 24 instead of 20, and you saw the difference in stats. Let's see if we have something else, maybe that's a bit better that I didn't notice. I guess not. So let us continue.
Hey! Can you hear me? I'm stuck up here. It's the zombie apocalypse down there. They've already taken out a couple of supers. No way I'm opening these doors until those things are gone. Help me out. Joker's clowns held me up 2 weeks ago, made me stash some of those crazy boxes of his. They're full of that gas stuff. I'm afraid those zombies will set them off the gas place.
At this stage the pull works well enough, even if you are in DPS role. Although there's some content where that might be a bit different. So we have a whole bunch of objectives. We have the gifts here. Somehow it doesn't seem to want to work. There we go. Somehow the big guy reminded me of Wildcats. Or Wildcat, I should say. Although there's more than one by now. In the early 80s, there was a lady that became the new Wildcat. I completely forget her name. Been a long time since I read some of those comics.
Dude, there are billions of those things down there. They ain't too much for you, are they?
So let's see our reward. Oh, a ring or a mask. Oh, let's go for the ring. Oh, and we got a pair of boots as well. So the ring basically scales with your level from level 10 to level 288. Let's go for controller because why not? Usually what I'll do is that I'll build my controller gear. But at this point, normally I should build my controller gear and then afterwards build my DPS gear. But at this point I have so many characters and with some of them I'll have so many armories.
Dissertation notes. Falcon-headed god of the West, Keba Senoweth, ensures the safety of the dead on their journey back from beyond.
So usually with most characters I settle with one set of gear and I'll use that for both DPS and controller. And here we have a little treasure chest. There's treasure chests in a whole bunch of missions, and there are feats attached to those treasure chests. It goes up to 1,000, so you'll need so you'll need at the most 1,000 of those treasure chests. So whenever you see them, don't hesitate to break them, and you might find something useful in them sometimes. Sometimes, not always. Oh well. I wonder why it didn't stack. Now I know. Not the same colas. Nah. I could have sworn they had simplified the colas, but I guess I still have some of the older colas. Maybe. So we already defeated the big guy. Normally the big guy is somewhere over here, so you have to be a bit careful. You have to clear out the enemies around him before you end up fighting the big guy, but today, not an issue. We already defeated the big guy. Although, as you saw, some evil zombie threw something at us. They can be so mean. And a lot of them are modeled, it seems, after Solomon Grundy. He does look a bit like Wildcats. There's those stones that you can use if you want to. Like you saw the little guy, he just did that, so we can pick the stone and evil camera. Let's try again. So you can pick those stones and you can throw them at the evil enemies and they'll explode a little bit. Sometimes, like you can see, the Tearser Pole does a bit of damage when you use it. So sometimes they'll one-shot enemies if they don't have that many hit points. Like that. Nightwing is so mean, one-shotting those poor zombies. Let's pick up the rock here. I completely missed. I'm so sad now. there are a few still hidden here. Let's get rid of those. I don't think you have to clear out all the enemies, but by now it's pretty much a force of habits. Sometimes when you leave some enemies behind you in certain maps, you end up stuck in combat. So to make sure it doesn't happen, I usually try to clear out most of the maps. There's a few maps like Arkham Asylum, I guess, where you don't really need to do that. But as a rule of thumb, with a lot of maps, that's what I'll do. There's a lot of stuff. Zombies, cucaracha, evil mummies. Let's get rid of those first, and we'll take a look at our loot afterwards. So let's see what we got. Shoulders or boots? Let's go for the shoulders. Pretty sure we don't have some great shoulders at this point. Did you see that evil zombie coming at me with the rock? He was going to throw that at me. Evil zombies. I almost forgot how many NPCs there was on this map.
A fresh soul for Faust.
It's probably me who's misremembering, but I didn't remember there was that many. Let's get rid of that thing here. We're still looking for the artifacts, or the relics I should say. We'll go upstairs. I'm sure we'll find at least some of them. Oh, might be one here. An evil cucaracha. So there should be. Oh, actually, there was one here. Too quick, too quick. I could have sworn there was something here, or am I looking at the wrong crates? Let's go upstairs for a bit. We'll come back down here. Come on. So that's the friend we talked to earlier on the intercom. No, I saw a thingy down there. We'll go back in just a minute. Enemies respawn and objectives respawn. So if somehow you clear out all the gifts and you still don't have all you need, don't worry, they will respawn. Like the same with those relic thingy here. Like those do respawn as well. So if somehow you destroy all of them and you still don't have the 5 relics you need, don't worry, you'll get them soon enough. Evil cucaracha. That was an epic fail. Oh well. Could have sworn throwing your sticks was better than that. Oh, here's another one. Let's go back downstairs. So I guess this is what I was looking for. Those big crates, they all look alike. So here we have a hidden boss, we have some relic thingy, although as you saw, we still got some more cucaracha. I was almost tempted into using my supercharge, but I decided not to. Don't suck my soul, you're so mean. Evil poker face. Poker face. I swear I'll never sing again. I promise.
You won this hand, chump. I fold.
Ah, he folded. We're so lucky. We still need a few more presents, a few more relics.
Dissertation notes. The god of the sky, Horus, has the authority to return a soul from beyond death.
No relics. At least we didn't get a cucaracha. Stay on target. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure if we got all the gifts though.
Inside. You must collect their ichor. Combine with the effects from those Kandaki artifacts. This should temporarily loosen your soul just long enough to do what must be done.
Do what must be done. That sounds sinister. Oh, there's an evil villain here. So we're pretty much done here. Let's go back upstairs. Oh, and we got a source mark.
Separating you from your soul is the only way to take out the deathless obelisks Faust is using to protect his portal. And hey, look on the bright side. If you don't have one, Faust can't steal it, right?
So you saw the message saying we got to tier 1. Normally you get to tier 1 once you get to level 30.
He waits for you near Faust's deathless obelisks. He wants Faust to gain power no more than we do. A test with my lasso has proved he will keep your soul safe.
But with all the new changes, like you can see my combat rating right now is combat rating 30, even though my equipped combat rating is only 29. And obviously we're still level 28 at this point, although we're pretty close to level 29. Oh, a little friend here. He's gone. I was going to bow, but next time I suppose. So now that we're done here, we should be able to go see our friend Atrigan, the demon. Change its form of man. Rise, the demon Atrigan. That's the short version of the rhyme. He says, there's a longer version in the comics.
Hail, mortal, born of man. I am the demon Etrigan. You must destroy those cursed towers with your mighty undead powers. Now give me your soul to keep safe. It will return when Faust's laid waste.
He's gonna keep our soul safe. He's so nice. And there's a side quest here that we can pick up. There's no reason not to.
I don't want to eat people. How about hot dogs?
And way back when I used to play in the PvP open world, and this was a spot. Oh, click the wrong button. So let's go back to see our friend Etrigan. This used to be a spot where people would go to farm a PvP kill.
Mortal, born of man. I am the demon Etrigan.
Basically, when you play this mission, you're usually fairly... come on. Third time's the charm, I promise. Not sure why I have the reflex to press on the form change. So normally when you're here, when you're playing this mission, you're level 28, 29. And that would be a place where PvP players would go to farm a player kill. And since you're as a demon you cannot escape. And you're walking very slowly. So you're walking slowly, you cannot escape, you cannot fly away. Because once you start playing PvP, one thing that's a bit ironic is that you would think that playing PvP against players would be more unpredictable than against NPC. Actually, it's quite the opposite. 90% of the players react pretty much the exact same way. And one of the things a player would do is that they would come here and they would farm a player kill so that players would not be able to fly away. Because normally players, once they would reach, if you did let's say 20% of damage, they would then fly away. They would use what the 80% damage left, the health point left they had, to try to run away. So with PvP, you quickly realize that most players not very brave, sadly. But it's not something only that has to do with DCUO. The same was true. I played a live role-playing game quite a lot, and the same was true with live role-playing games. Players were not brave at all. And you would think that in live role-playing games, you lose a life, you respawn somewhere else, and that's it. But even then, people really didn't want to lose a life. So let's try to get a few hot dog stands while we can. So you can see there's a lot of NPCs here, and the aggro is you aggro them very easily. And there's no shield. I'm so sad. So you pretty much have to clear out most NPCs around you before you can click on an objective. And again, as you can see, the zombie moves very slowly. Holy crap, only 5. Feels like I've been here for ages. Let's pick up the investigation.
Dissertation notes. The consent of Anubis is required for any travel from beyond the afterlife.
I'm a bit surprised there are quite a few people tonight. Although I always wonder, is it new players or is it the old players who are playing their alternate characters? I guess we will never know. So as you saw here, it's pretty easy to get surrounded by a whole bunch of evil enemies. Something that kind of helps sometimes is to try to put something between you and them so that they cannot attack you. Oh, completely missed. Did not even came close. So we have a few. We still have 2 out of 5. Let's try to finish the obelisks, and we'll try to do the hot dog stands afterwards. Evil Magent. Missed again. Let's go up the stairs. Usually it's a little bit easier up the stairs. There's not as many enemies, so you don't pull as many enemies on this side. And we only need 1 more obelisks. Come on. There we go. There should be a few hot dog stands here. Or not. I'm so sad now. So again, walking very slowly with our zombie. So you can see why people are taking advantage, or were taking advantage of the situation. When you were transformed as a zombie, it was easy enough to defeat you. Sorry, got distracted for half a second. So, not sure if this is going to be our last hot dog stand. I hope. We still need 1 more. 1 more stand. 1 more stand. Give me 1 more stands so that I can eat hot dogs forever Sorry, I forgot. I shouldn't do that. So,
Wow, don't you look totally decomposed? You'll blend right in. For Faust to raise Isis, you'll be surrounded by soulless powering the flame of life.
could have sworn now we should need to save the students. Oh yeah.
Thanks. I don't know what the zombies were going to do.
I probably should have stayed up the stairs, but too late. Let's go back. Nah, there's not enough.
Fresh soul for Faust.
Thanks. I don't know what the zombies were going to do.
I'm very sad that I didn't do him anything. Like, I'm pretty sure the punch did connect, but I didn't see any damage. That was disappointing. Oh no!
Stay away from my soul!
Evil zombie stole our soul. Or the soul we wanted to steal. Either way. Damn, they attack you for a little too far.
You came just in time. They're stealing our souls.
Normally you should be able to stay up here. Basically we can get the souls from one side.
You came just in time. They're stealing our souls.
Then by the time we go to the other side, the souls over here should have respawned. So normally at this point, all it takes is a little patience, I guess. You go one side, then very slowly you go to the other side. And then very slowly you come back. What can you do?
Close. They were gonna take our souls.
But it's a better option than ending up in the middle of a whole bunch of enemies that will attack you.
I don't know what the zombies were going to do.
But it is a bit, it's a bit slow. Although I would say it's not really slower because if you go downstairs, you have to fight a whole bunch of enemies. From here, you don't have to fight as many. You still have to fight a few, as you can see. But nowhere the same amount. Should I go downstairs? Let's go there. Quick, quick!
That was close.
That was close, indeed. Let's see if we can run away without fighting too many Magent. I guess not.
You shall pay for this.
So that's the price I pay for going downstairs. I pulled a few enemies. So this should be the last two we need.
Thanks.
So
I don't know what the zombies.
let's put an end to this. Almost there. Stay on target.
You came just in time. They're stealing our souls.
So it was a lot of work, but in the end it did give us a source mark. So let's go back inside and let's go fight the evil ISIS. And save our friend Black Adam. I will get there someday, I promise.
The bones of Isis lie in a tomb deep below. Black Adam and Faust have begun the ritual to give her life. We must move quickly.
So after a lot of slow walking, we made it. So here we have to defeat a whole bunch of evil zombies. I'm not sure if we have to defeat them all or if at some point, once we defeat a certain amount, it triggers an event. That doesn't really matter. Basically just jump into the fray. And as you saw, there's a lot more that spawned. And you can see how treacherous they were. It was an ambush. Evil zombies ambushing you like that. But it's okay, we'll survive. After all, we were trained by the Batman, so we'll be okay. And it works as well for either Nightwing or just the fact that we're mentored by Batman, so it's all good. So we seem to need to defeat a certain amount because there were a whole bunch of zombies left, and now we triggered the boss. And somehow I keep on missing him. Yeah, I would have been tempted to start singing Missing You. I won't do that. I'll spare you the torture. Almost there. Oh yeah. So as you saw, there's a little feat if we make it through the waves of zombies, and I think if we do it without using colas or something like that, let's find out. Without being knocked out, okay. Or fleeing. So we did not flee, we were not knocked out, we got a feat. So again here, lots of zombies. It shouldn't be too bad. If you're wondering for those globes, they have to do with, I think on the villain side, there's a mission requiring you to click on those globes.
Do not interfere, mortal.
So you saw the thing here got triggered so that now we can click on it. It seems we have to defeat certain zombies or in order to be able to trigger that. Before we do that, let's go pick up the investigation here.
Dissertation notes. The jackal-headed god of the east, Duamutef, escorts the dead to heaven.
And there's a duo version of this mission. Normally with the duo, when you click on those braziers, it summons a boss, but not this time. There's quite a few bosses in this mission with the duo version, but with the solo versions, some of the bosses just aren't there. Ah, there we go. Evil Pillar was in the way, and I'm not sure why it took me a while to destroy it. It's as if I could not target it somehow. So here we need to fight at least a few mummies and some cucarachas. A lot of them, actually. But we should be able to pick up a stone here and throw it in the fray. Oh, let's do it again because we can. And you saw it creates like a fire effect, I think. Unless it was the cucaracha themselves that were on fire. It could be. Oh, actually, yeah, there's some fire cucaracha in there. I'm disappointed. I thought it was a rock that would make them go on fire. I'm so sad now. It was a lot more than I remembered. Yeah, the rock doesn't do that much damage. Oh, we got a skill point. And a new ability, Bunker Buster. Sometimes there's a little treasure chest. It's not there. I'm very sad now.
Wells grow full.
So when you play the duo over here, there's usually a boss. I completely forget his name. Some sort of big mummy.
You shall pay for this.
Let's go upstairs for a second. Aw, I'm still looking for the chest. I'm so sad. And in the duo, you can talk to your friend Ambush Bug over here. But not today.
You will never defeat me.
Some more cucaracha. Could have sworn. No, I suppose not. Oh well. Too bad, so sad. Let's continue. So once you start attacking the mummy, you can see it triggers a whole bunch of scarabs. I completely messed up my combo. So sad. That was almost useful. Yeah, throwing the rocks doesn't really help a lot of times, but it's kind of fun, I suppose. Might be better if I had super strength, I guess.
Everything is in place. Stand back, Black Adam, and watch your love return to our world.
There's something fishy about Faust.
What trickery is this? She does not live. Her flesh, it's rotting.
Give her more of your powers. Do not hold back.
Poor Black Adam.
Growing so weak.
The powers of Shazam are mine. Poor, pitiful Black Adam. Now merely Death Adam. Forever.
Faust, what have you done?
These vines will hold you close to me, dearest Adam.
So we're gonna have to fight her, but
Awaken, Kandak Undead, and attack!
usually there's a few steps to this fight. Like you can see she summoned some evil guardian mummies. So we have to defeat those first. They turned me into a mummy. They're so evil. That was nasty. Sorry about that. It's been a long day. Oh no, I'm a mummy again. I didn't recall this happened so much. I'm not sure why I messed up my combo previously. But it happens. So sadly, we're going to go through another event. Or maybe not.
Shazam! You are lucky that I do not kill you here and now. You and Faust will both pay for what you have done.
Let us skippy skip. I love those cinematics, but usually for those walkthrough, I skip through them. But I have a video called DC Universe Online the Movie, where I have a whole bunch of those cinematics.
Dissertation note. The goddess of motherhood and magic, and the protector of the dead, the breath of Isis pushes the penitent past the veil.
That was an Indiana Jones reference, in case you didn't catch that. So let's get out of here. And let's go back to the safe house. Oh, we have to complete the mission first. Well, we're still gonna have to go back to the police station.
Despite his evil actions, I pity Black Adam's grief for the woman he loved. May Aphrodite grant him peace from heartache. As for you, you have triumphed over the tyranny of death and revealed Faust's treacherous lies. You have served justice today, my friend.
I didn't notice we already had the new mask. Oh well, too bad. Went a little too far. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. So let's go back to Shazam. So we reached level 29. Before we talk to Shazam, we'll take a quick look at our loadout. Not sure if I'll upgrade it, but maybe. So we got a new skill point. I know reason not to add, why we shouldn't add it here. And for the loadout, yeah, we got the bunker buster. So what we could do is that we could add it to our stealth loadout. Basically, our stealth loadout is allows us to be able to have all our supercharge. And let's put it here for now. And let's switch it here. So normally what would happen is that we would go into stealth mode, and right away we could cast our bunker buster. Let's cast it. We're not going to use it today anyway. So it would just a matter of going click click, and we would be able to cast a bunker buster anytime we want to. But if somehow you don't want to cast bunker buster, then we could go and select another one of our supercharges. So let us talk to our friend Shazam.
Congratulations! You stopped Faust from stealing the power of Shazam. And Black Adam has lost Isis once again. I hope he learns from this and does not take revenge.
Nah, he'll take revenge. Come on, what do you think? So if we go back to our journal again.
I've got an urgent call from Fire in the East End police station. She spotted Omax cyborgs in Gotham and is calling in for backup. Batman is already on the alert. Talk to Fire and she'll contact you when you're on site.
So I think that might be the last mission we'll play until level 30. Although I seem to recall there's also the Spectre mission, but I forget. At this point, I pretty much forget which mission goes with which mentor. So we'll just go to the East End police station. So next time we should be able to talk to Fire and start our last mission. Unless I could decide to go to the House of Legends and play the Together Unbroken mission, just so that I can get an ally with our friend Nightwing. I'll have to give it some thoughts.